Hey, what up? This your boy Maino, and right now you listening to Breezy on 92 WICB.
92 WICB City Rhythms. Support Breezy. I'm joined backstage at the Haunt with Maino. What's going on, Maino?
What's the word?
Thanks for coming back to Ithaca.
Thank you.
You're familiar with the area.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'm a fan of the station.
So you just released your sophomore album The Day After Tomorrow back in February. The singles are doing well. Queen, That Could Be Us, Let It Fly.
Yep.
As you're on tour right now with Break On, what's the reaction been from the fans?
It's great because I guess it's something that most people wouldn't have put together, you know, me and Raekwon. So, you know, it's great because it's an opportunity for me to gain respect for, you know, from a different set of fans, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm more, you know, I don't know, I'm more new to the game, you know, maybe being out in the last 5-6 years. Ray is a legend, so, you know, it's an opportunity for me to get in front of his fans, his hardcore fans, and, you know, show what I got because, you know, everybody knows me, but sometimes everybody's not a fan of yours, so I come to situations sometimes people be like, man, you know what, I wasn't a Maino fan before tonight, but now I am, you see, because I get out there and I get the energy and I perform, I put on a good show, you know, they know records, so it's just like, oh wow, you know, you just grow as an artist.
Right, and you're starting to see the fans come with this?
Yeah, indeed, yeah, you see the difference, you see the difference immediately, honestly.
That's great. One of the things that you do that most rappers don't these days is you tell a story through your music, and it shows through the sequencing of your album, especially this new album. You know, it starts off with the trials and tribulations, get into the more up-tempo records, then it concludes, you have a lot of confidence, you made it. Like, what's the creative process like when you make these albums, and how do you figure out the sequencing of the album?
Because I'm telling a story. See, this album was just a continuation from the second album, from the first album actually. It was the first album was about me actually trying to get into the game. I was a street dude. I just, you know, spent half my life in prison, and then I was trying to get in the game. Like I was trying to figure out how I could get out these streets and you know, do something different. So, you know, during that journey, I was going through a lot. Like I wasn't sure it was gonna work. You know, I was on parole, and then I was going through stuff in the street. I had a son. You know, it was just a lot of drama. So I questioned everything that was going on. And that's what brought about If Tomorrow Comes, you know, because it was just this doubt. You know, I had this dream, but I had a lot of doubt, so it was like, if tomorrow comes. So now, The Day After Tomorrow is a continuation from that because, as you can see, like, I got on, put out some hit singles, and, you know, I brought back a platinum plaque, you know, and I was able to change my lifestyle just like that. You know, my life changed, my thought pattern broadened, so now, part 2 of the story is what's going on now, and that's how, you know, you got This Day After Tomorrow, and it's everything that I'm going through now. So it's just like me just detailing my life for you, you know, not just rapping.
Right, and that was what I was going to get into next. You know, from the first song out, Never Gonna Stop, you talk about how life was easier when you were poor. Then you take it to the last song, The Day After Tomorrow, and you talk about making it and leaving some of the things from your past behind. So yeah. Have you been able to find a balance between Maino as the person and Maino the rapper?
I have to. And that was the whole thing. I'm glad you asked me this, because that's exactly what it is. At first it was like, man, I can't understand this. You know, sometimes I question the love, I question, you know, and even still now I go through things because it's like, man, I want so much. I want to be able to do more. I want to be able to do more for my people. I want to get to another level. I want to be more bigger as an artist, as a brand. And it's just like, people look at me, I'm like, man, you did it. And I'm like, nah, we ain't did it yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just like, it's just a lot of different emotions, but then at the same time, I'm blessed. And I'm thankful to have been able to, you know, to be here, to be able to, you know, put out music and be able to tour and be able to make a living off music at the same time. So it's about that balance.
Right. And through your journey, you're bringing on new talent with you. For example, Robbie Nova. You chose him over Bob Valentino, Jeremiah, and all the other rappers you said reference That Could Be Us. Yeah. So on this journey with you, how important is it to you to bring on these new artists and take on new talent?
It's very important. You know, it's very important to brand, you know, what it is that I'm doing. You know what I mean? That mafia, you know, that Hustle Hard, that brand that, you know, where's, you know, you seeing not only me, but you seeing the full force of what I've been able to create and help other artists. You know, nobody helped me like that. You know, a few people helped me and put their hands out to me and let me, you know, figure it out as I went. But for the most part, you know, I want to do something different. I want to be able to grab somebody like Push and, you know, Lucky Dawn, and, you know, these guys from Brooklyn who have talent, you know, and really grinding out there.
Right, and what you show them, is that what the things that you've gotten from like artists like Lil Kim or 50 or T.I., people that you can, even Raekwon on board with him, some of the life lessons that you learned?
Yeah, of course. It's easy to see, we don't always have to learn through trial and error. Sometimes we can learn from the wisdom of somebody else, so, I can give to them, what I was given, and to hands-on, like, look, this is how you move, and hopefully they can use that.
Right, so another way that you could branch is through your Maino social website. That's
right.
Way. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, that's my whole social network. It's a website where my fans, when you want to learn about an artist, sometimes you got to go to different sites. You have to go to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You have to go to all these sites. This is a one-stop shop. You go right there. It's connected to everything. It's connected to YouTube, connected to Twitter, it's connected to Facebook, and Tumblr, and all these other sites. And it's like a way for me to be hands-on with my fans, and for them to have the information about what's going on. That's a way for them to interact with other people and just do what we do. And It's new, it's fresh.
Great, and the website's mainosocial.com. If anyone wants to go and check that out. I saw an interview you did back in January, and the interviewer asked you how you were going to complete the trilogy of your albums, and you said that you were going to call the next one "Miss Me When I'm Gone." The two-part question: what is that still going to be the name? And
it's a new album.
That's going to be the new album.
Or "Miss Me When I'm Gone."
So when you since that's a pretty bold statement, like, what do you think? Like, how do you want to be remembered with your legacy when the music?
The thing is, a lot of times, us, we wait too long to say a person is good or good. We wait till after somebody's dead, and then we say, well, everybody was laughing at Whitney for the last 10 years. As far as I'm concerned, everybody was laughing. Joke this, jokes in the media. It was all a game, and then when she died, it was like, oh, we just lost the greatest voice of our era. Oh, this, man, Whitney, everybody's crying. Everybody's like, man, like, she had to die for you to show her respect, like she was just here. You understand? It was that respect wasn't given. So, I feel like, as far as my career, I feel like I've done a lot for my city. I've done a lot, and I'm still going to continue to keep grinding. But I feel like, it's sometimes underappreciated, Like, if you really add up the stats and look at what I've done consistently for the last 3-4 years, you'd be like, wow, I didn't even realize that, Because it's not really pumped, I feel like I need to be on a whole nother level. But you know what? They're going to get it. They will get it. Whether they want to get it now or they're going to get it later. They don't listen when I'm gone, though.
Right, and speaking of your city, Brooklyn, obviously, so I gotta ask, on a side note, the NBA announced on Friday, officially bringing the Nets to Brooklyn.
Well, we knew that already because the stadium is up. It's been official, baby. That stadium is there.
I just wanted to know your thoughts on that.
That stadium is there. I don't know if you know, but I'm in Brooklyn. That stadium is there. It's a big beneficiary. I see that stadium every time I go home.
Yeah.
It's there. It's a beautiful thing, man. For my
city,
shows
there.
You got. Why not?
Jay-Z's starting the first concert. He should let you.
Yeah, should.
Every 28th. Yeah, I might have to make some phone calls for you.
You know what I mean?
I wore my glasses because I knew you were wearing your glasses.
Yeah, I was funny.
Anyway, 92 WICB City Rhythms. Thanks a lot, Maino.
Thank you for having me, man.
That's it, City Rhythms.